It catches me off guard every time.
Was it me that named it by any chance?
I think it was. I think you might be the one who named Mr. Moo as well, who was just Bobbity Bobbleson in disguise.
Oh yeah, I did. I think I remember that one.
So, Mike, did you hear about Cobbity Cobberson? He's at it. He's at it again.
Oh, not again.
This time he was arrested. He was arrested for illegally extracting corn from cows. I don't know how he does it.
Do cows even eat corn?
He was somehow extracting corn from cows. He's magical, he must be.
Musculars
don't
must
know.
be very strong.
Yeah. My muscles are getting bigger, yes. The sleep many dream.
Oh god.
I like how he just like shoots people and then they get up and say, Bulk Bogan, you've scarred me for life, please stop.
I love how guns don't do anything but like hurt you in that game.
He's
And
invincible.
there's like guns just everywhere. Just, you know, why not?
The cops are just like, no, we'll just leave our gun here, you know, it's fine.
It's just a prison and there's just a pistol on the floor. It's like, I'm pretty sure there's bits where there's like assault rifles just laying around as well, isn't there?
Yeah. I don't know why this game forces me to make a drink. It's so annoying.
Because if you don't make a drink, you'll fucking die.
It's like every time it's like, don't give them it without the drink. It's like the new don't move the burgers on the grill during training. So just don't give them no drinks.
It's like that Family Guy episode. You know that Family Guy episode where he goes, oh, what's wrong with my slow internet connection? Ah, I got downloaded. Sorry. But, you know that Family Guy episode where it goes, okay, we're gonna operate on this dude, and he's got the defibrillator.
Right.
And he goes to use it, and it just blows the patient up.
Yeah.
He goes.
I remember that.
It's like that, but for like fucking.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of that one where that woman goes up to Peter and is like, right, what's your name? And he's like, he looks around the room, he's like, P, Tia, Griffin, Peter Griffin. Nah, crap.
But yeah, I forgot what I was kind of going on with that when I said that, but now I remember. That's kind of like, you know, the drink.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you don't make that drink, you will fucking die. It's like, if you forget to put your Coca-Cola in the fucking glass and your just head explodes.
Have you seen that video where the guy gets the Coke out the fridge and then he's like, oh, what are you doing? And there's a Pepsi man. And he's like, just getting a nice refreshing can of Coke, Pepsi man. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, the other one where he like pours away is just Pepsi Man pouring away the fucking Coke.
Yeah. He needs to make more of those, honestly.
Yeah, they were funny.
After the drink. Oh yeah, I found this video, right? It's called We Are Number One, but it's in the description, right? And the description says this, right? We are number one, but every time they say one, it gets slower, and one is replaced by Cooking with the Book. But every time they say book, it's replaced by You Are a Pirate. But every time they say pirate, it's replaced with the entire B movie sped up. And every time they say cake, it plays All Star Shrek. And every hay is replaced with Let It Grow. But every grow is replaced by 25% Speed Yee, and We Are Number One gets faster.
Speed.
It's like 12 hours long. I don't know why, but like 10-hour long videos just amuse me for some reason, because it's like, why the hell would you take somebody saying something and make it 10 hours?
Someone spent time making things 10 hours.
There's actually somebody who watched themselves, they streamed themselves watching You've Been Gnomed for 10 hours, but it wasn't like the actual 10-hour long video because it didn't exist yet, so he was just watching the original video on loop for 10 hours straight.
Wow.
Why did he do this? Yeah, the official WWE YouTube channel uploaded Matt Hardy laughing for 10 hours. And somebody actually recorded themselves watching it.
Channel.
Yeah, the official one.
What if you got like OCD and you can't not watch every single video, so you just have to sit there watching him laugh for 10 hours?
And it's not, he doesn't even sound like an actual laugh as well. Like, this is before he got the full control of the character, so the laugh wasn't the normal one. It was like for 10 hours. There's actually one, like the official BBC YouTube account, no joke, uploaded Doctor Who 2018 theme for 10 hours. Like, why?
Doctor Who 2018. Wow.
Why would you make this? Why 10 hours? I don't... No. Oh. grounded. I like how I saw this one video where it was like Rosie makes Kyle get stung by a bullet ant, right?
What?
I actually really like the video though, because like the bullet ant actually speaks. It's like it sounds like this,
Oh,
right?
it's not a real. I thought it was like a real bullet ant.
No, he's like, I am going to sting you now. And like, I like at the end when he arrests a bullet ant and he's like, "You're under arrest for making people go to the hospital. Get in the police car." Like he has like his really loud voice.
Yeah.
And like he puts him in the jail cell and the ant's just like, "You idiot. I can just go through the bars," and just leaves. I like, do you remember that Go Animate creepypasta thing where it's like, "Hey, that's enough!" He's like really loud. He's gonna keep talking like that, isn't he?
Remember that, what was it? That Mario animation you sent me where he has to cook for fucking Gabe Newell?
Yeah, the SMG4 one.
Why has Gabe Newell got a fucking restaurant? Why would he
I don't
ever
know.
need?
The thing with SMG4 though is that his videos are just like, basically they're just trying to be as random as possible. So that would be why. Like he has a character named Bob who talks like this. "Hey guys, it's Bob here. What are you doing? Let me have some awesome raps." He's got like one of those voice maker things on it.
Faps.
When he yells, when Mario yells at that toad Frankie, and Gabe just goes dun 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 around the corner, and Big Smoke is still ordering like 10 minutes into the video. Number 9, last two, number 6 is number 9.
It's just like he's like singing it, isn't he?
You know what's really... I was on Twitter earlier, just before this, and one of the guys I follow had replied to somebody, because somebody literally took one of Donald Trump's recent tweets and just replied, "Fuck you." And for some reason, the person who I follow replied to it with a gif of Lisa saying, "I am the Lizard Queen." I like how just Donald Trump exists. Everyone, fuck you. It kind of reminds me of that thing where the guy's got he's got this glove and he's like, "I've installed this," and at the end he does this thing and it makes the middle finger goes up and it says, and it says, "Fuck you." Orange juice.
To my death. Great.
So does that mean you are now talking to me from beyond the grave?
I am talking to you from beyond the grave, my friend. Alright, listen to this.
Using your
Can we
muscles.
talk about humanity's stupidity for 1 second?
Right, what now? What have they done now?
Okay, right. So, played a bit of Battlefront.
Right.
Because I like to play while I talk. It keeps me being able to kind of talk, do you know what I mean? Because otherwise I kind of go silent. I can just kind of be quiet sometimes. Because awkwardness.
I do
That's
that.
what it's like being a nerd, do you know what I mean? But there's like 15 people that were just kind of stood in a little line. I was like, "Oh, easy kills, yeah." And I didn't think it'd be this easy, right? But I managed to kill all 15 of them. There were 15 of them, all like trying to capture subjective, yeah. And they were all just stood in the same area, and they didn't once think to look at where they were getting shot from. I just kind of sat there shooting them. And it just really struck me. For 1 second, I actually checked if I was playing bot mode. But no, I'm not.
They're just AFK for no reason.
They're not AFK, they were just fucking idiots.
Oh, I had to play this. I had to play this mission on GTA, right? But I had to have somebody with me because, of course, I did. And there was like this random person on the game, and you had to go and scope the bank, right? And as soon as I leave, as soon as like I start leaving the area, he shoots the bank, and we fail the mission because the cover's blown. Idiot.
I don't like people, actually.
No, me neither.
When you're playing Counter-Strike and someone keeps throwing the bomb off the fucking building so you can't plant it.
What's that going to achieve?
There was used to be a map, well there still is a map called Vertigo, right? And you're basically on a skyscraper. The terrorists have to plant the bomb, right, yeah?
Right.
Right, and listen to this, yeah? Before they patched it, they've patched it now so that the bomb respawns. It's still annoying because if you drop it you have to go back to spawn to get it. And, before, if you threw the bomb off the side of the building, you were fucked. And everyone used to fucking do that because everyone used to be a prick.
Earlier on, I randomly remembered the law of it being illegal to walk backwards after sunset with an ice cream in your pocket. Who does that exactly?
I don't know.
I also remembered this video I watched where he was going over like awful wrestling promos, and one of them, I'm not really sure what they were trying to convey, right? But Edge grabs the microphone and goes, he says a bunch of stuff and then finishes off with, and we will become what we will become. Like, what? What does that mean?
That is concept. That's like the saying, "It is what it is." Of course, it is what it is.
It reminds me of that thing that I used to say at school a lot. That thing where I was like, "You are yourself." Reminds me of that.
How could I be anything else?
Remember when the teacher tried to like stop me from going into the hall, and I just like flicked my my lunchbox. He was like, "Okay, off you go."
Oh yeah. Okay, so for some reason I just wasn't allowed to spawn then. Everybody else was, just not me. Okay.
Do you ever get the feeling that you try to do something right, and like say for example like a game like a mod or whatever, and you get the feeling that it works for everybody except you?
Yeah.
Because I got this GTA lag fix yesterday, right, for GTA 5, and all the comments were like, "Yes, this really works," and then the game was like, like really low. Like, it was really slow. It doesn't work. It never did. And my San Andreas has recently just stopped working altogether, so rip.
San Andreas it is a bit of a tricky one to get to work on PC, that though.
San Andreas for me is like the devil. It just never works. It's like, why must you do this to me? You know how you said earlier, right? About just randomly going quiet for no reason?
Yeah.
I was basically like that at school and college. Like, I was even like that at college. I just kind of sat there and didn't really talk to anyone unless they spoke to me.
Oh my god! Right, listen to this.
Right.
I was trying to shoot, yeah? Teammates are just like, do you know what, I'm gonna stand in front of you.
Because that's definitely a good
I
idea.
can't shoot through you fucking idiots. I was about to get, like, killed. And they're just like, do you know what? I feel like dying today, so they just stand in front of me.
I really hope that if this video lags, I'm not going to be very happy. Can you imagine if we got a repeat of that Takamia episode where it was just a picture of chicken on screen for like 20 minutes and just audio? Can you imagine that? I'd be so angry.
Why did you want anything more than that?
Well, obviously, because reasons.
This door just decided it wasn't going to work now.
Doors don't work. I actually used to have a glitch on GTA 5 PC where like all the doors permanently locked and I wasn't able to enter any buildings anymore.
Oh.
I don't know why.
It's just like, nah.
I've also noticed a running trend that whenever I play GTA Online and I'm looking for a specific vehicle, I don't find it, but then the next time I play it, I find it almost immediately. Why? The vehicle just ceases to exist completely.
That's weird. I get it sometimes, you know when you're searching the internet, yeah?
Yeah.
I get it sometimes where I search the internet and a site will be there. And then the next time I search it won't be there. And then a few days later I'll search it and it'll be there again. It's like, why?
I get very confused when I go into my watch later on YouTube and there's a deleted video and I'm like, what was that video?
Oh, I hate it when they delete videos. It's like,
Oh, do you remember the laser collection, right? Like, do you remember them? From like years ago?
yeah.
The guy who uploaded them has now privated them.
Oh wow.
However, you can still watch them because people have uploaded like compilations of them all in one video.
Really?
Like they do with a certain other animated series on YouTube that occasionally gets updated.
Do you know what? I'd like to be updated?
DLC for life.
Every single fucking game that never works.
Wouldn't it be nice if Rockstar released a patch for GTA 4 PC so you can actually play it?
I can play it.
Like, you need to have like everything ever that's like defunct all open at the same time. And if you open them all at the same time, it freaks out.
It just lets me run it as if it was normal.
For some reason, my GTA 5 occasionally, sometimes, will start making the computer scream in agony, and it like opens this really annoying notification that's like, "You're using too much data. Turn it." It's like the apocalypse or something. It's like, "Turn off the game now." It's like, no, I'm busy. At one point, I was playing The Sims with music in the background. It closed Google Chrome. I was like, "Oi, what are you doing?"
Just like, see you later, Chrome.
Google Chrome was like, "Nope." I like on. Do you remember the Getaway Black Monday on PS2?
Yes.
Every time you shot somebody,
like a mission.
I never played the missions. Like every time you shoot somebody on free roam, the chief is like, "Oi, what are you doing?" Like really quietly in the background.
What are you doing?
I randomly found something yesterday called Perry-sodes. It's literally just Phineas and Ferb, but it's just the Perry the Platypus parts.
But why?
Just because, I guess. Isn't it a shame that there's like... Oh, do you know what, by the way, Flash... Do you know that Adobe Flash Player is actually shutting down next year?
Sorry, I just saw Obi-Wan fall off a fucking... Obi-Wan and Darth Maul were dueling and then they both fell off a ledge and died.
It must be really funny though when people are playing as the same character, like, hey look, there's like 7 Obi-Wans over there.
No, you can't play as the same character more than once.
No, I mean like different people on the team or whatever. Would be kind of funny if you could. Darth Vader is fighting 2 Obi-Wans and 3 R2-D2s or something.
Because they're fucking cunts. Sorry. Demonetized.
Yeah, it's just funny because I don't even do that. What's really interesting though, Adobe Flash Player shuts down next year, right?
As if that. Why
So
are they shutting it down?
does that? I don't know. So does that mean that every single Flash game on the internet will never be playable again?
I think. I don't know. What is gonna happen? They're gonna have to. Oh fucking hell! I just like died inside. They're gonna have to like. They're gonna have to put it onto a different like service, aren't they? They're gonna have to run it using something.
I heard this really weird news that like apparently on April the 1st, funnily enough, there's going to be like some weird random ban of porn for no reason, right? And basically what they're going to do is they're going to make you like verify your age somehow.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's rumors that you'd have to get like a card, and somebody on the comment section of it said something along the lines of, imagine dropping the card on the bus and some old lady's like, "Oh, you dropped your wank pass!"
I don't think we need a card for it.
It would be pretty dumb though, wouldn't it? To be fair, I expect it to be an April Fool's joke just because it's on April the 1st.
Yeah, but no, seriously, it's that law is coming into effect though. They're gonna make it. It's been pushed back another year, so all the teenagers get a little bit more fun.
Why is it being blocked? They're saying it's like to protect children. What are children being scarred by randomly accidentally typing Pornhub into the search bar?
Yeah, because so many children accidentally type that in, don't they?
Yeah. To be fair, they're probably more angry. They're probably more obsessed with trying to win a game of Fortnite or something than actually, like, you know, trying to access
Fortnite
porn.
not dead yet.
No, it's not. Unfortunately,
Why?
I don't
Why is
know.
it still around?
Why was it voted Game of the Year last year?
Why is it even a thing?
I don't think it even came out last year. How can it be? How can it be voted?
Like 2011, mate.
Yeah, how can it be voted Game of the Year if it didn't come out that year? That's all right then. Tell you what, GTA 3 came out in 2001, so it needs to be Game of the Year this year, right?
Yeah. Can you imagine if like all of a sudden you beat E3 and then like GTA 3 gameplay was playing as like Game of the Year edition?
Game of the Year 2020, Super Mario Bros. 1985.
What do you reckon would happen if like every single game coming out that just went back to original graphics and shit physics and that?
Everybody would probably scream. I would be very happy though because GTA 3 was hilarious.
I would.
GTA 3. What the hell is that sound?
It's just random. It's my phone Snapchat stories. Fuck off.
And before, can you imagine if I get copyrighted by like the audio of that? Can you imagine that? Why is it?
I doubt it would, because it's someone I know. He's just made up his own songs. Could you imagine if he just like showed up at your house and was like, "I found this song on your video.
Right, that's it.
Yet, but take it down."
Take it down, or I'll kill you. We just have like a lightsaber fight on the streets. Have you ever seen that video of the people of the guy in the sewers and he's looking for his friend and then he hears the guy singing the Halo theme in the sewer?
Yeah.
He's going oh, and the guy's like ah.
That's good.
You know that video of all the boys at the school singing the Halo theme in the toilet, right? There's also another one of the girls outside who are like laughing and giggling outside because they hear them all going oh.
Wait, did they actually?
Yeah, yeah, they did. Wouldn't it be really cool if that happened at our school? Like nerds and bullies alike come together and just start doing it. Oh, my brother told me that like basically at the school right now in his year group, it's basically a bunch of cliques of like nerds and like supposedly cool kids.
Oh wow.
Does that sound like a certain group you know?
It does. History repeats itself, actually.
Why did they call themselves the Future Crew?
Wait, what?
Remember that?
Oh my god, yeah! Why did... See, it's that retarded that it kind of went into the back of my mind, and I thought to myself, I must have come up with that, because that's such a stupid concept, but now that you like, portrayed it to me...
You want to know how obsolete they are, though? When I was at school, sometimes during the holidays, I'd legit forget that some people exist, and then I'd see them at school, and I'd be like, God damn it, you're real, God's sake.
Yeah.
Like, you just think... You'd just be kind of... Like, I didn't actually have any friends in science, so I'd just be kind of sat there, thinking, maybe I could just get through this lesson, and then you hear, yeah, from the back, and I'd be, oh, for God's sake, not again.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The best insult they could like think of was just you stink, and they just say that over and over again.
It's funny.
Just, like...
It's weird because like that's the same thing they used to say to me at my previous school as well. What? Maybe I should just make one of my evil gimmicks is stink bombs. Do you know that one from America from years ago on Russell Howard's Good News called Liquid Ass? Like,
oh my god!
I just basically get like a stink bomb of that and just like nuke the area with it.
Oh my god!
Hijack.
Feels like ants.
What? Did you hear? Have you seen all those memes where they're saying that Ant-Man is going to crawl into Thanos' asshole and expand to kill him?
I've seen so many.
Why?
Really funny.
Where did that come from?
I saw one earlier. It was like an image. Someone must have just come up with it. It was like an image, right? And it was a football who'd like fallen over into like it like had fallen over and headbutted another player's ass, and then it showed the Thanos. And what is it? It's like it showed that picture and it put Thanos, and then underneath said Ant-Man. It was a picture of a guy in like a really tight space. Like,
why? Where did this come from?
I don't know.
I bet it came from like I bet you it came from Reddit or something.
Definitely.
Do you remember that bootleg Bart cake? Eat pant.
Eat pants.
Yeah.
That's how you avoid copyright. Why does my F5 button never work?
It reminds me of that Sonic thing that says Obama and Harry Potter and all that on it.
Oh my god, yeah. Sonic 6, the one with Obama.
Do you remember that thing that I found, right? Where it was on Wiki Answers, right? And it had been around since I was at primary school. And it said, how do you unlock Tails in Sonic 06, right? And it says, you give a you give a cop the finger, spin 3 times, take a dump on the street, eat it, and he will be unlocked.
Wasn't it you that wrote that?
Yeah. Do you know what else I did once? In Golden Time, right? You know the Norfolk website for the Norfolk Broads, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like I tried to book like a fake holiday for like a Mr. and Mrs. Johnson or something.
What?
It was like, how many children do you have? Like 16. Just like.
Could you imagine that, like getting a holiday booking?
For some reason, it was like, seems legit to me.
Just kind of rolled with it.
Children 222. Do you ever do that thing where like you have to whenever you were younger, right? And you had to like sign up. Say you had to sign up for like a like a website or whatever, and it would ask like how old you are, and I would always put like it was always like date of birth 18, like 1899 or something. I don't know why.
1899.
Yeah.
Why did it let you choose that?
I don't know. So yes, I'm like 200 years old. Don't mind me. This guy's not even getting any pancakes. It's just a plate of whipped cream. I don't know why, but like recently, whenever we do these videos, like I just say something and then I just don't stop laughing for like 20 minutes, and it sounds like I'm crying, but I'm not.
You're crying on the inside, aren't you?
How did you know?
Because I know everything about you.
I love how those like Xbox messages that Merc gets. Like he's reading messages and then he just gets one that says, "Merc, I know where you live," and he's like, "God damn, another guy."
Fucking hell.
Of course, it's
not really
Satan.
Lives, is it?
Once I sent, like, DJ was trying to send a funny message to his friend, so I went up to the microphone and went, "Sorry, but this message has been removed by third-party copyright constraints. Please try again later."
It used a tone that's actually used in this song back from 1980.
Somebody actually said, to rob a bank, all you need to do is play Taylor Swift on your phone, and all the security footage will be copyrighted, and there'll be no proof that you did it.
That's good. That.
I like the other one where it says,
copyright laws.
I like how songs can bring you to a different place. For example, Meghan Trainor is playing in this cafe, so now I'm going to a different cafe.
Wow.
Do you remember when that stupid All About That bass song would be on all the time and nothing else? There was this one,
yeah.
Mr. Franklin, right? He had this pop CD, and it was like some of the most popular songs or whatever, and he put it on in the class. But like every time Gangnam Style would start, he would be like, "Nope," and skip it, and Jason would be like, "Come on!"
Nope.
That song was everywhere. It was so annoying. Every single time you go to Mr. Franklin's lesson, he'd be like, "Stop the chat at the door, please."
Stop the chat at the door. Mr. Franklin wasn't the worst, though, was he?
He
Mr.
was
Franklin
cool.
wasn't
I actually liked him. Apparently, he doesn't work there anymore, unfortunately.
Oh no, there was like
A lot of the teachers that we used to have actually don't even still work there. Like Mr. Waite's obviously still there. Absolute legend.
Imagine the day he leaves, he'd be like, "It's time for me to get out."
Can you imagine that?
Favourite catchphrase. He uses it one last time before he leaves.
It is time for me to get out of this job and get into evil. I like how Mr. Waite's in the crew. That's great.
Yeah. He's got to be, hasn't he?
Yeah. Students, get out of the classroom. You know what's really funny? There's sometimes evil members like hijack lessons. Like the doctor could like hijack a history lesson, but like, no, you've got it all wrong. And like Bon from Animal Crossing could interrupt a lesson and try to use it to promote her clothes brand called Bon Brand or something.
Bon Brand.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a new customer called Utah. I've also unlocked Coco, apparently. Coco, beware.
Kokomodo.
Yes. How did you know?
Because
Kofi Mania is running wild, brother!
I already told you, I know everything.
Muscly. It is time to pump the musclies. You know, when I was at primary school, occasionally like college students would, and sometimes students from like secondary would just show up for no reason and just like enter the class and be like, "Oh, I'm this," and the teachers would be okay with it. Imagine if we could do that, like just go to school and just chill for no reason.
They're just there.
Yeah, they just walked in. The teachers were like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" As if they were like their mates or whatever.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They just walked in as if they owned the place. Maybe they did. My daddy owns this building. Who threw that egg?
Could you imagine, like, that'd be pretty sweet though, if if you went to school, yeah, but your parents owned the building, so you could just get away with everything.
I'm pretty sure that's probably happened before now. There was this kid at my
It's probably happened a lot.
there was this kid at my first secondary school, and one of the teachers was, I don't know if it was his dad or his granddad or whatever, but like he could swear in class and get away with it.
Well,
Oh, here's something unfair, right? Once in class, one of the boys yelled out "shit" like really loud and got into trouble. But then one of the girls yelled out "shit" really loud, and the teacher was like, "No, excuse me, language."
so what did he have a detention and they didn't, or something like that?
Yeah,
That's a bit bullshit.
it kind of. I like that Vine where the guy's in class, he goes "fuck" and the teacher goes "excuse me." Did you see that one? Did you see that one in the library?
Sorry, go on.
The one in the library where he's studying and then it's all quiet and then he's like, "Oh, fuck school, fuck all this bullshit, what the fuck?" And then he like walks out casually.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Can you remember the one where it's like, oh shit, I forgot now.
That's the best one.
I hate it. They hate it when that happens.
Yeah. You lose all thoughts and you're thinking, what was I doing again?
How does, like, why does your brain even do that? It's just like, oh, you know that thing you were gonna say 20 seconds ago?
It's gone.
Destroy the connections to that memory.
I don't know why, but like, I feel like over the years, for some reason, instead of getting smarter, I got less smart. Because like when I was at school, I was actually really fast at like answering multiplication questions, but now I can't do a simple task.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like I'm not done this in school.
I'm like, hey, look, it's a fighting type Pokemon. Go Ice type. Like, yeah, that's brilliant. I might Ash Ketchum in real life. I must be.
Tell you what, I can't write anymore very well. Like with a pen, I can type easily because I always type.
I always typo every word.
But writing really hurts my hand. Like really hurts it. I can't, like, if I write for more than 2 minutes, it's like.
There used to be this lesson at primary called Big Writing where you had to write a story or a non-fiction or whatever. And like there was one point, like it was actually a really good lesson. I actually rather liked it. I actually kind of enjoyed it, but like there was one time in the test where we were told to persuade, right? But everybody failed, and like because of a certain specific reason, right? And the teacher brought us all up and was like, "Right, you've all failed because you're all bribing."
You're all bribing.
We all like everybody must have put like, if you do this, then I'll give you this sweet or whatever.
Bribing the teachers to give them.
There was this new kid who like came into school, and he was allowed to get away with literally anything because he walked into the classroom, gave the teacher the middle finger, was like, "Is this swearing, sir?"
Is this swearing, sir?
I like how like even some of the most mature students immediately start giggling like schoolgirls when sex education happens. I'm not
When did
even.
you do yours, by the way? When did you do yours?
Year 10, I think.
You did. What? You didn't do any in primary school?
We did, yeah, but not as much. There was one time an art lesson turned into a sex ed lesson. I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but like I found my old yearbook and one of them said that. There was this kid who was like really annoying and he was like pestering deers and then we hear a scream and we turn around, he's being chased by like this deer. And like he moves out of the way and the deer like headbutts the tree. There was this one prank we did where the teacher said we would prank this guy by saying, because we always used to say, like the teacher always used to use the phrase Gordon Bennett, right? And he was like, who's Gordon Bennett? So like we did this prank the entire school year where we were like, yeah, Gordon Bennett is a new student coming soon. And then the very last day of school, right next to where that guy normally sits as like a dummy, wearing the school uniform with a name tag that says Gordon. And like in the yearbook it says, "My best moment was meeting Gordon Bennett, wicked mate."
Did that actually happen?
Yep. It was a weird school. There was one of the teachers, right, the music teacher, used to, do you ever have to do hymn practice, right? That was annoying. But like,
Yeah, we did that all the time. We had to go to the assembly.
Yeah, I don't know why that was a thing, but like, this teacher told us that she has a son called Eric, who is an ogre, and apparently he lives under the school, because of course he does, and whenever we make noise, he will appear and harm us. Why would you threaten us like that? Did you just threaten to kill us, miss? I like how everybody was scared of that teacher, but like, I was like, hey, cool. Like, the teacher was alright with me, but everybody else was like terrified of her for no reason.
Why? What, did she represent herself in a terrifying way, or were they all just scared of her son?
Well, she was very tall, and her voice was like a very like boomy kind of singy voice at the same time. So that's probably why.
I guess that makes a bit of sense.
She probably wasn't that tall, to be fair, but like, I mean, come on, we were children, so she's obviously going to be taller than us.
Yeah, speaking of, have you ever like visited somewhere or gone to somewhere that you used to go a long time ago, and you haven't been there since you were a kid, so everything looks like really small?
And then like everything's so different, and you're like, huh,
Huh?
huh. So
You sound like
to end to end the video, would you like to trade your 11 emeralds for my 1 slice of bread?
please.
Huh.
Are they Chaos Emeralds?
Yes, of course. Ha ha. Ha. Eggman just appears out of nowhere. Get a load of this!